Loveline is meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Loveline, coast to coast.
Hey! Hey, 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 hey. Loveline. Yeah. Pump up that energy. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number, 310-854-4455. Dr.
So
Drew.
transparent.
I know. I'm tired as hell. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Yeah. Didn't get any sleep last night because I ate some, I'm going to figure out the name of it, some kind of root that Dr. Bruce's friend told me to eat, to make me tired.
It kept you up.
I was up. Slept like hell.
Kava Kava or something like that?
Now, Kava Kava doesn't do it at all. Listen, you know what? Let me explain something, everybody. You know what does stuff? Stuff. Not extract and roots and all this nonsense, all this homeopathic BS and all that. No. It doesn't do it.
Yeah.
It's the difference between jet fuel and your dad's Aqua Velva.
Yeah.
It don't have the punch, and I need the punch. And you know what I'm starting to think?
Huh.
It's not your own personal chemistry. People go, well, Kava Kava doesn't work, but use melatonin. That'll knock you off your feet. And you know what my other problem is, too? I'm talking to too many lightweights out there.
You also don't believe stuff.
I don't believe it.
You're not suggestible.
But I have too many people I know too many people that are they're lightweights. They go down to Trader Joe's, get the herbal nightcap.
Yeah.
Now just take a half at the beginning. Because you take a whole tablet and you may never wake up. You may be put in a coma. 14 bottles later and a bottle of red wine, and I'm sitting there at 3 in the morning masturbating, watching television. I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to kill this person.
Oh, my God.
All right. Dr. Drew, board certified physician, Yeah. Here we go. Ready, Ron? Damon?
Yeah.
What's
Adam,
up?
what's up, man?
Hey.
Dr. Drew, how you doing?
Good.
Y'all are great. I love the show.
Thank you.
Adam, I got a question for you, man.
Yeah.
I was listening to you a couple weeks ago, and you were talking about your oral sex techniques.
Yeah.
And I was wondering how you do it. Give us the lowdown on it.
I don't remember what my techniques were, but here they are. I don't remember what I said last time. I didn't know I had any particular technique.
Well, you'll actually put the remote down for a couple minutes, won't you?
I'll use it on the bitch.
That's right.
Or put it down.
Or put it down.
Yeah.
Right. All right, here's the deal, Damon. It varies from woman to woman.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But in general, I think they like a slow, easy sort of, actually, wait a minute. I'm going to take that back. They like a little variety, but they like consistency, not all over the place. Meaning,
give me your cat analogy.
Here's what I'm saying. Certain songs have tempos that shift in the middle of the song, but they don't fly all over the place. They start with one, then they speed up a little, then they slow down, but it stays on it for a little while. Oh, yes, he does. I don't know. I'm too tired to help you.
Yeah, your brain is not working. It's a full moon. We are under the influence of something tonight.
We're in trouble already.
Yeah.
Listen, Damon.
Yeah.
Okay, here's all I want to say. Find that clitoris and stay on it. Stay on it like a cornerback in the NFL stays on a wide receiver.
Not too rough.
Not too rough.
Not too firmly.
Stay consistent and keep your eyes open. Let me tell you something. I know I've told this story before, but it bears repeating. Well, I don't mean that literally.
Pay attention.
Pay attention. Here, my grandfather used to do this trick.
Oh.
He'd do this thing where he sodomized me. No. He'd do this thing where he'd tell someone to, pick an object, like in the room, like a lamp or something like that, right? You wouldn't tell him what it was. And then he'd hold your hand, and he would guide you to it. But the trick is you would guide him to it by just subtle pieces of pressure you'd put on him one way or the other.
Right.
He could figure out through the slight touch of your hand and the way your body worked and stuff, and he'd mysteriously guide people to the object they'd picked 5 minutes earlier.
He was like a Ouija board.
He was like a Ouija board. That's right. Hungarian Ouija board. That's what you need to be like when you're downstairs. She's not going to smack you in the side of the head and go harder this way or pull up or do that. She's not going to grab a tuft of your hair. But she's going to very subtly let you know what feels good. And your job
Pay attention.
is to be like my grandfather when he was alive, feeling the slight variations, the very subtle directional
when
changes.
he did that with you, would you try to like?
Danielle, you're getting hot when I'm telling you about this, aren't you?
She just puked. Would you try to relax your hand? Would you just sit there and just go concentrate?
You'd try, but listen, all those kind of tricks, whether it's the Ouija board or whenever someone says pick something and you're gonna find it for me or I'm gonna find it for you, it's all based on where you're looking, what you're doing, and all the unconscious sort of body language you have. You know what I'm saying?
Even if you're trying consciously to override.
It probably makes it worse.
Yeah.
Stacy?
Yes.
You're 32.
Okay.
Let's go. Go ahead.
I have a 14-year-old son who he has a mentality of an 8-year-old. We've had him tested.
Why?
And he
Why?
walks into the room.
Why does he have that?
What, the mentality of an 8-year-old?
Right.
I don't know that they've just tested him. He just acts like he's 8.
Wait. He has the IQ of an 8-year-old?
Yes.
And you haven't asked the question why that happened to him?
No, what I'm wondering is why
Wait. Why does he have an IQ of an 8-year-old? What's the problem?
he just doesn't understand anything.
Does he have a neurologic problem? Does he have a medical problem?
Hold on. The acorn don't fall too far from the tree.
I see.
Let me try that one out on Stacy. Stacy?
Yes.
Acorn don't fall too far from the tree?
Right.
You know what that means, baby?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe there's a little of that
Try
going on.
another parable.
Well,
I have a problem. I don't understand how to straighten it out.
okay, but what Drew's asking is there a medical diagnosis
that rendered him underdeveloped?
He has bipolar disorder.
Okay.
Now we're
getting warmer.
We're getting warm, yeah.
Anything else? Attention deficit or reading disorders or learning problems, learning disorders?
He's in special ed in school.
Okay, so he has some sort of learning disability.
Yeah.
All right.
And he's bipolar. And did anything happen to him? Was he head injury, trauma, anything?
No, I divorced his father because he was beating on everybody.
So his dad beat the crap out of the kid.
Yeah.
And were you doing drugs or anything when you were pregnant?
No.
Anybody doing what?
No, not at all.
You waited till after you gave birth to do heroin?
No, I didn't do heroin. I smoke weed.
Yeah.
Did you smoke weed when you were pregnant?
No.
All right. Well, what are you doing now? You must be smoking weed or something, right?
Well, yeah, I am now.
All right.
Well, my problem is why does he keep dropping his drawers in front of people and asking them why he's got hair between his legs?
Uh-oh.
Well, have you tried explaining to him why?
Yeah, I even got a book from the psychiatrist.
Good. And how do you take that?
Went through the stages with him, and he still does it in front of people. Company.
Yeah, but what kind of company?
My sister, my niece and nephews.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. So he's 14. He drops his drawers and asks why there's hair between there?
Yeah.
And how old are your nieces and nephews?
They range from 16 to 8 years
44?
old.
Okay.
Just be careful. There's really no telling what other impulses he might be having difficulty containing.
Oh, baby.
Right.
And it is part, no doubt, of this neuropsychiatric delay he's got, or disorder.
Right.
And it does not specifically sound like a bipolar symptom, but really, boy, I think you'd want to have him neurologically testing to see why his impulse control and his judgment is so impaired.
Okay.
Hey, Stacy, you have any other kids?
Yeah, I have a 12-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty normal.
He's a guy.
Yeah, he's the guy.
All right. Here's our plan, Stacy. I would look at it as a coup if only one of your sons ended up in jail.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
You think we could meet that lofty goal?
Yeah.
Only 50% of your offspring ends up incarcerated?
Well, my 12-year-old's already been incarcerated.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Stacy, listen to me, you weedaholic. Hey, listen to me, Mama Screwball.
Evil pot-smoking handjobber.
You?
Where did that come from?
I don't know, but I like that. Evil pot-smoking handjobber. Who said that? Who is that, Anderson?
Who was it?
It wasn't me, was it?
Jimmy's Chicken Shack.
Oh, Jimmy's Chicken
Wow.
Shack. Wow. That Anderson, he's like an idiot.
Savant.
Idiot. No, I was going to say savant, but I threw another idiot on it. He's like an idiot savant.
But he's an idiot.
Right.
Adam, shut up.
Stacy,
Yes.
listen to me. If one of these kids hurts another human being, I'm holding you responsible.
It won't happen.
Start mothering. Stop smoking the weed. Stop medicating yourself and start mothering. Would you please? I understand you're trying, but you got to start trying harder and put down the weed.
I don't smoke weed around my kids, and they
Stacey,
I don't care.
Stacey, it's affecting your brain. We can hear it.
You're
How's that?
you're out of it.
How's that?
You're out of it.
I don't understand what you're saying.
That's
It's like
the point.
it's like talking to a beanbag.
This is not something to joke about. I'm serious.
You're serious, and I'm serious, too. You sound out of it. You understand?
I'm confused.
You're not. That's right. Because of the pot.
Thank you.
What?
Do you want to help us illustrate our point any better? Stacy.
It's not because of the pot. I didn't smoke weed when I was pregnant.
Oh, my God.
Okay. All right, hon. Hey, Stacy, I'm saying now you're smoking
the way
weed.
you're thinking, the difficulty you have comprehending simple English that we're speaking is the result of long periods of exposure to weed.
Okay.
Okay,
and it's going to make you have difficulty motivating. It's going to make you depressed and anxious, and you're not going to be able to do your job of mother.
Right.
I have no problem doing my job as a mother. I have a full-time job. I'm not on welfare or anything like that.
Stacy, you got a 12-year-old that's already been in jail. How good a job are you doing? You getting a citation from the state?
It's not my fault that he went to jail. It was his father's fault.
Okay, baby. All right, you keep weaving that magic.
Yeah, I was at work, and he got arrested for breaking a window.
Okay, you're doing a wonderful job. You stay with it. And smoke more pot, you'll be even a better mother, according to your logic, right?
No.
Okay. Ugh. Listen, can we have her sterilized? I hate to sound like the world's biggest prick, and I know she married a jackass and all that, but Mama, that's Mama Roach. Right there, everybody. Hey, you want to know where unemployment, you want to know where crime, you want to know where everything's coming from? Let's talk to Stacy. Got a 12-year-old, already been in the pokey. This is where it's coming from, everybody. That's it. That's the only answer you need to know, right there. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What the hell was that?
That was God paying you back for attacking Stacy. All right. Hey, you know what happened to me tonight?
Uh-oh.
For the first time in my life, I tuned into Jeopardy during the final question. I got it right. And none of the three eggheads got it right. It's the only time this has ever happened, and it's the only time it's ever going to happen.
What was the question?
The question was, and
about building.
No.
Wood. It was wood.
No. This is why I got it right because none of the three people, including myself, knew the answer. So it was a pure sort of logic.
What was the
question?
What was the category?
It was like an IQ type question.
What was the category?
I don't know what the category was. I tuned in.
What was the question?
After the question.
The answer.
After the question or the answer. The question was, or the answer was, or let's not get mired in that mess. And I'm paraphrasing, but this person flew his 767 back to his home, and the plane was dubbed Shepherd 1. Who was this person? And that's all we had to go off of.
Okay.
And I don't know what the category was.
Alan Shepard?
Well, that was all their guesses.
Yeah.
But I said the Pope.
Oh, yes. Very good.
Because that was a Jeopardy question. It was based solely on logic and not on knowledge.
It was SHEEP? How does Shepherd spelled? When it's, no, seriously. When it's
Are you kidding? I don't know.
Okay.
I think one P. Hey, Kevin?
Yeah.
You're 22.
Pope flew it himself?
Well, no.
So that's where it screws you up. Do you think he got in his own plane?
No, you know what screws you up? You know what I realized screws you up about that question? Flew home. When you think home, you think USA. When someone flew a 767 home, you think when you hear the word home, you think where you are. You don't think Rome.
Here's my head went. My head went, shepherds who can fly a plane. And what famous person can fly a plane and can afford his own plane to fly to his own house?
Well, all right. Not to his own.
Home. He took it home.
Yeah, I didn't land on his driveway, you idiot. Kevin?
Yeah.
You're 22.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, me and my girl been together for about a year and a half now. And, sex is like all the time. But, 2 weeks ago I proposed to her. And now she's like, she wants to wait and not have any until we get married. But that's like another year and a half away. So.
You have a famous statement about this decision, right?
I do.
For religious reasons, he wants to wait till you're married?
No. Yeah. What do you mean? You've been banging the bejesus out of her for the last 6 months, right?
It's not me, it's her.
Religious, though. It's a religious reasons, in spite of having.
I know it's not you, it's her, but I mean, you've been having sex with her for the last year, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to pose the question again. If it's for religious reasons, why is she letting you have sex with her for the last year in the first place?
I don't know. I guess because she didn't think it was,
Hold on a second.
As you, Adam, have put it in the past.
What is it, Son of Tard Night?
It's full moon night.
Jesus
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away.
They tooketh away all of the brains of the people who call this goddamn show. Who were you just talking to? That crazy pot-smoking witch who was with her kids? Couldn't even get a point across to her.
Evil pot-smoking hand jobber.
Hey, Kevin?
Yeah.
All right, listen. Here's what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you got to do? You got to pretend like you're okay with it, like you're on board with it, like it's cool with you, like you respect her. But hey, I respect you and your retarded religious ideology. So we'll go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
And you just play cool. Then you just start watching TV and start feeding booze to her and you nail her. That's the way it works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, great, Kevin. That's nice.
Listen, the worst thing you can do as a guy is start arguing with a woman over sex like at noon on a Tuesday.
Forget it.
You know, in the lunchroom at work. And guys do this all the time. What do you mean you're holding out until we're getting married? We're not getting married for another 18 months. Oh, goddamn. Come on. How about BJ's? What's going on? Hey, hand me that egg roll, would you? Yeah. And they start talking. It's high noon, and they're standing under fluorescent lighting, and it never goes right. Listen,
do you want a blowjob or do you want a girlfriend?
Now, this is something that...
BJ. But listen, guys, here's how women work. Women say a lot of things, so A, they can hear themselves saying it, and then B, so their friends can hear them saying it when they repeat it to them later on. I told him we were not having sex. They do all this. Your job is not to talk them out of it during that point because they don't want to do it. They just want to hear themselves say it. They want to make this proclamation. So your job is to go along with the proclamation. Oh, and make it your idea. Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. I was going to say something. Fantastic. And I might toss oral sex onto that. Fine. But don't do anything. You got to be cool for a couple days. Then you guys go out. You rent a movie. You're sitting around. Hey, want a little more Crown Royal in that Coke? Fantastic. Next thing you know, pow.
You can make it like diet, too. Like
Diet Coke?
No, just like it functions like a diet. Like, all right, tomorrow we'll start.
Right. Yeah. Listen, yeah. Right. Good point.
You're right. You slipped. Oh, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. I'm with you. We'll start tomorrow.
Quick, before midnight, because we're on a military clock. Mike.
Yeah.
You're 19?
Yeah. Man, I'm having problems with my girl. We've been together for 2 years now. And before then, I mean, I was living a good life, and she was. But then she moved out. Her mom, her mom came and picked her up and flew her to Connecticut. So.
You were doing what?
They were living a good life.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Like, she was doing what she wanted to do with her dad, but then, you know, they got home and they got into arguments. And now she's living with her mom.
In Connecticut?
Yeah.
And where are you living?
With her in Connecticut.
Where are you living?
With her in Connecticut.
Oh, you're both in Connecticut?
Yeah.
Now you're living with mom?
Yeah.
And how old is she?
17.
How do you support each other?
We got a kid.
Oh.
So that's why I'm here.
Right. But do you love her?
Yeah.
You do?
I do.
What do you do for a living?
I work at the grocery store.
All right. You check her? What do you do? You're in the back?
Nah, produce.
Produce?
All right.
Not a bad gig. You hose down the vegetables?
I ice them.
You ice them down?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Oh, boy.
Why are the green bell peppers?
Yeah.
They're like a nickel a piece, and then the orange ones are $18.50 a piece. How does that work? How does the same goddamn pepper cost another $15?
With red dye.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What is up with that? They're so much better, though.
No.
They are. No, they are. They are.
The red ones are so much better?
The red ones and the yellow ones, or the orange ones, are so much better than the green ones, but the grocers know it, man. And the other ones are a nickel, and these are $14. I swear to God. Am I right, Mike?
Yeah.
And why is that? Do you know?
I'm not sure though, but I think this stuff all the time.
Good.
Man,
I like someone who takes a little pride in their work.
Well, he's thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I could do 20 minutes on the fall of nectarines in my lifetime. Nectarines used to be a good fruit, and somehow they turned into meal. They turned mealy or something.
Oh,
they like cross-generated or pollinated, or there's too much genetics going on with them or something. They've gone bad. They went bad. All right, but Mike?
But the peach is still good.
Peach is better. What other produce question do you have?
Tangelo.
Do you guys carry Tangelos?
Nah, we're out of that. And turnips. I don't know what a papaya is.
Yeah.
That's what the word today.
What kind of papaya? Hawaiian papaya?
Papaya is solid.
Mexican papaya?
Let me ask you a controversial question. I think hard. Has anyone under 70 ever bought a Beat, to your knowledge? It's not something like a 14-year-old buys with a skateboard and one arm, right? Beats? Going on a Beat run? I'm the only guy I know who likes Beats under 70.
What?
You like Beats?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
60-year-old man.
How dare you?
Today.
A
What?
50-year-old man bought Beats?
Yeah.
He was buying it for his grandmother.
He said he didn't want to get shot by his wife.
What?
All right. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
All right, listen. You sound like a decent guy. Here's what you got to do. Don't have any more kids for a
He
while.
hasn't asked a question.
I don't know what his
What's your
question
question?
I don't need it. I don't need
What
a
is your question, Mike?
My girl wants me to change my lifestyle.
Well, what? You're working? What are you doing wrong?
I'm into drugs.
Oh.
I drink alcohol now and then because I think I deserve it to myself.
What?
And
Sure.
she goes to church a lot. And she says that I should be there.
What drugs are you into?
I just smoke pot.
Every day?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, Mike.
Well,
Here's the deal. It's all right to do some stuff sometimes, but you're smoking a little too much weed. Okay? And you're a father. All right? And you got to start making responsible decisions. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know she's asking you to stop smoking the weed because you do smoke a decent amount of it.
here's something
You
more.
gotta get back on
maybe
that
some
weed.
more motivation for you. Do you want to be in the grocery business rest of your life? Yeah.
No, not a farmer.
And I'll
Good.
tell you, the rest, I deal with marijuana users all the time, and the most significant impairment they tend to get is in work. And it always comes out as an inability to initiate change. They can't ever get that resume together. They can never go on. They just have inertia
Right.
from the pot. And you're going to be sitting in the produce department at 70 eating beets.
Hold on a second. What is it? Mike? Mike, what color are you?
What color am I?
Are you black?
Yep.
Yeah, you'll be the only black green grocer in the United States at 75, and all your homies will be making fun of you.
I'll get a trophy, though.
You'll be the black Joe Carcione. Yeah, you will. You will get the presidential only black green grocer in the United States award, which is given out
You know what?
once a year.
Mike, you got a lot on the ball. Don't squander it. It sounds like your girl's in good shape, and
Yeah.
you really got a lot going on. Don't mess it up. Now you're 19.
All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. When we come back, we'll talk to Matthew with dots on his penis after this. Hey, Loveline. Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. We're getting a little philosophical tonight, so I got a question for you there, Drew.
Yeah.
And any garbage men that may be listening to the show.
Here we go.
Well, let's see. What is it? 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
So we're about just about 8 hours away from the garbage guy pulling up in front of the house. But let me tell you this, because he comes about 6:24 to 6:27 on Fridays. Now, a couple of questions. Last week they came on Saturday. The reason the garbage man came on Saturday
They
is
missed
because
Monday.
it was Labor Day,
Yeah, right.
and they missed Monday.
Yeah.
And everyone goes along with that math.
Right.
So that you go, oh, okay, well, yeah, they didn't work on Monday, so they got to come on Saturday.
Right.
But now, how do they squeeze? Now they're coming Friday again. Don't they still have to squeeze something, or they just work an extra Saturday? That's what
It
happens.
seemed to me that it was a different crew that came by our place on Saturday.
How would you know?
Because I was out running. And I made note of the same thing. I thought, garbage man. First I went running. I thought, everybody's trash out on Saturday.
Out running. What time's your garbage man show up?
Afternoon, late afternoon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dare
Somewhere
you.
around hour or two before the mailman.
Before the mailman, yeah. There's no place on the planet where the mailman gets there before the garbage man.
No.
My guy comes at 6:20, goddamn 7 in the morning.
Well, no, I take it back. That's the recycling guy.
Ah.
It's the recycling guy coming
Yeah.
after. But I saw the recycling bins out. I thought, Saturday? Oh, okay. And I looked up, and guys I'm not used to seeing came by. I thought they hired an extra crew for that
it's
Saturday.
the Saturday scam crew.
Yeah.
That's good work if you can get it. And I don't know how it works, but my garbage man, he ain't alive unless he throws that baby in reverse at least once. And let me tell all you young people what kind of utopia this world used to be before that beep sound used to kick in when people threw stuff into reverse. It was the world's greatest. We had a great life. It was a goddamn utopia we lived in over here. And now it's me. And I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times, I stand by this. If 10 kids a year get run over by something, it's worth it to me to get rid of that beep thing. It really is. That's Darwin, baby. You got an 8-year-old who can't move that big wheel fast enough when the garbage truck is backing up. That's Darwin taking out the garbage.
Maybe you ought to abandon the plans for Boobville and just head right into Atomtopia.
Let me tell you, when I'm in power,
in Atomtopia,
when you throw something in reverse, there's going to be 2 beeps, and if you can't shake your fat retarded ass by beep number 2, you're dust, and I'm fine with that because I don't want to live in a world where one day you're driving the truck. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Matthew?
Yes.
I like the guys who throw it in reverse and then go do something. Get out and go get a cup of coffee or something. We had to get out of our office once. We're having a meeting and go down the street and tell the truck guy, hey, if you ain't actually moving when you're in reverse, you just threw it in reverse and you've been parked here for about 10 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Take the thing out of reverse.
Oh, boy.
Okay, sorry. Matthew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
On my penis, I have these, like, little red dot-looking thingies that, like, if I scrub them too hard in the shower, not really, like, hard, just scrub them, they'll start to bleed afterwards, not, like gushing, just, like, if I put, like, a napkin to it, it shows, like, the marks of it.
Where are these things?
Well, my penis, like, soft, honestly, is about 2.5 inches, and they're about an inch below that, and hard is, like, 5.5 to 6 inches.
Hold on a second.
It grows.
Is it volume? I'm a big boy. Is it volume? Volume measurements?
So hold on, let me get this straight. It's smaller when it's soft?
Yeah. Yeah, it's about
fascinating
5.5 when it gets big. I haven't like fully gone through puberty yet, so that might affect it.
Yeah, don't count on that thing. You may squeeze another I'd say 3/30 seconds out of that pup before you hit the grave.
Now, where are these things?
They're like, let me look at it. Hold up.
Oh man.
Yeah, hold on.
Well, they're about
halfway down.
They're about an inch, like limp. They're like just right above like the testicle, kind of like an inch above the testicle when it's sagging.
Right, and they're on the all the way around.
No, they're just like on the left and right side.
And and when you scrub them, they scrape off.
Well, I don't like scrub them, just like yeah, kind of like that. Though it scrapes off, and then like it hurts like crap with the soap when it gets on it.
Yeah, you used the word scrub, Matthew. Not Drew just repeated it. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't like scrub it hard. I just kind of like go over it.
Right.
You know?
Why don't you give it a break?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it's.
It sounds like his I don't know.
Is he sexually active?
No. Does he sound like he's getting light?
No, I'm a virgin.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Matthew, you're fine.
You're
not humping anything weird around the house? Nothing?
Nah. Will it if I just quit doing that, will it go away?
Doing the scrubbing?
Well, not scrubbing, just like washing it hard.
Yeah, it should settle down. Okay. It may just be the pearly papules that he's scraping off.
Yeah. You do what I do. You soak your penis in woolite.
Okay.
Woolite?
Yeah.
That's a new solution for you.
That's for your delicates.
Ah.
I soak my penis. I don't actually scrub it down.
I see.
I don't look at it like a van going through a car wash. I look at it as like a fine Angora sweater.
Ah, woolite.
Except for less hairy. Nikki?
Yes.
You're 21. What's up?
Hi. I've been with my boyfriend for about 2.5 years, and in the beginning of the relationships, we had a really good sex life, and recently, about like the last 6 months, it's gone to basically nothing, and I have no desire for sex whatsoever. And I feel really bad because, you know, he's putting up with it, he's being really good about it, and I just feel kind of guilty, and I just can't get myself to do anything.
Are you on any medication?
No, not at all.
Birth control pills?
Nope.
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
How's he doing? Is he treating you right?
Oh, yeah.
Are you into the relationship?
Uh-huh.
No.
Yes.
No.
He's very sweet, very funny. Everything's fine.
Sweet. Your gay uncle's sweet, too. Do you have a gay uncle?
Yeah, I do.
How weird is that?
What's his name? Herman?
No, it's not.
No. Is there an H in there?
No.
Okay. I just had a feeling. Sweet spirit.
Thank you, sweet spirit. Yeah.
Anyway, Nikki?
Yeah.
You really think you're in love with this guy?
Yeah, I know I am.
We don't buy it.
We don't. He's treating you right, and you've dried up. What's up?
It's not so much that I've dried up, if you will, but you know, because once we get started or whatever, if that actually happens, then I'm into it. But other than that, I just don't ever think about it. I haven't.
All right. You don't instigate it, but when does he instigate it?
Yeah.
How often?
Yeah.
Well, he's kind of given up recently because I turn him down a lot of the times.
Oof.
I know, but I thought you said once you get going.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. If we get going.
If she lets him get going.
Yeah.
She shuts him down a lot.
And I haven't even masturbated in probably 8 months.
Do you have any medical problems?
No. Not that I know of.
Have you been depressed?
No.
Sleeping okay?
Yeah.
Pack any weight on?
No.
No over-the-counter anything?
No, I'm completely drug-free.
You want to marry this guy?
Eventually, not anytime soon, but yeah.
How about tossing him a BJ every once in a while?
You know, that's the thing. I try to think of these neat, fun things that I could do.
Yeah.
But then I would just rather watch TV or...
Well, listen, he'd rather get a BJ.
Well, obviously.
Well, listen, do you have a job?
Yeah.
Why? You'd rather watch TV?
Well, because I like to eat.
Okay. Do you exercise?
No.
Good. Thanks for making my point. All right, here's my point. I'm saying you do a whole bunch of S in your life that you don't really want to do.
Basically.
Okay? Give him a BJ for 5 minutes.
Okay.
If you love him that much.
Is there any, like, female Viagra or...
Yeah, there is, but you need a medical evaluation to see if there's something that's...
Really?
You're menstruating normally?
Yeah.
Just to make sure there's not something medical triggering this. Oh, my God. Here we go. No.
Oh, man. No, that's not so good. That's not what it was.
I feel like I just missed something.
Yeah, you did. I let a big fart go.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a real turn on.
Maybe this will do it for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, hang on a second, Nikki. Look, Nikki, in our experience, if it's not a medical problem, you're not depressed, you're not on medication, then it's about the relationship for a woman.
Yeah. Well, let's put it this way. Okay, hypothetical. You're in love with somebody. You want to marry this person. This person treats you like a queen. But for some unknown reason, your sex drive is shut off. But you really love this guy. He's a great guy. And you know he misses the intimacy desperately, and he'd like some contact. Give him a BJ. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, women have women, I don't know.
I know.
That's not the way they work.
Listen to me, you screwballs.
Yeah.
You give the guy BJ. If he's a great guy and you love him and you got a problem, give him a BJ. Do you know what percentage what percentage of stuff do you actually want to do with your wife, and what percentage of stuff do you end up doing? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Here's what I'm saying. All men do is stuff they don't want to do with their wives.
I mean, like...
Everything.
Oh.
All of it. Every time you guys leave the house together, he don't want to go.
I see what you mean.
Every place
but
you go.
With any relationship, both sexes do that.
No. Women don't. Women want you to go. Here's the difference between men and women. Guy goes out, guy wants to go alone. Girl goes out, wants a guy to go with him.
What do you mean go out?
Wherever. Whether it's shopping, whether it's to the car wash, even to the movies.
Okay.
Sometimes even to dinner. That's it. That's all you need to know. Everything we do, we don't want to do. Okay? But what we do want is a little BJ every once in a while. Now, it's time for you to do something you don't want to do. We pretend like we want to do it, so you think we want to do it because we don't want to get into trouble. I've had many an argument with many a girlfriend, which is basically me saying, listen, I know one of your sorority sisters is getting married in Laguna Niguel. I really don't want to go. But I'll tell you, I'll go. I just don't want to go. I'd much rather stay home, but I will go if you want me to go. That's not a good angle. You have to pretend like you want to go. And even if they know you don't want to go, it don't matter. You're going.
Hey,
Your wife knows you don't want to go anywhere, right?
Sure.
And you go. And she give a rat's ass whether you really want to go or not, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How does that work?
But I mean, that's true. Again, I think that goes both ways. No, I think.
Have you ever? No. Wait. How dare you? Have you ever asked a wife, girlfriend, or relationship to go somewhere with you that you clearly knew she didn't want to go to?
Oh, I'm sure I have.
You have?
I'm sure I have.
Big
Absolutely.
pussy. Really?
I'm sure I have.
Why? Why did
Because I wanted someone to come with me.
Why would you want them to go if they didn't want to go?
Well, for instance, my schedule's so screwed up that it's a way to spend time with someone. And
they don't want to be there.
Yeah, they don't really want to go to that thing, but, you know, come on.
All right.
I haven't seen you in a week.
David?
Hello?
You're 15.
Yeah, I got a couple questions, actually.
Yeah.
My parents, they smoke pot.
Yeah.
And me and my sister, we both know about it. And we, like, confronted them before, and they said how they don't think it's wrong and everything. And
How often are they doing it?
Pretty often.
Yeah. Well, it's not wrong, but it's going to hurt them in the long run.
What do they do? Do they function okay?
Oh, yeah. My mom goes to work every day and everything. And because my dad has brain cancer. And before
Why?
he got...
What, you mean a primary brain tumor?
What do you... I've never heard
And the tumor started in the brain?
Yeah. It hasn't spread to anywhere else.
How long has he had it for?
I want to say, like, close to 5 or 6 years.
Wow. Okay.
And right now, it started off benign and then went malignant.
Now, wait a minute. Is that having a brain tumor? And is that the same as having brain cancer?
Well,
to me, brain cancer is a death sentence.
Well, because the head is a closed space, anything growing in there that you can't control is cancerous.
Yeah.
Basically.
Right. But most of the time when you hear about someone having brain cancer, they're dead in 6 months, right?
No? Certain types.
Not really. He at first it was benign. Then he had one surgery. Grew back. He had another surgery. Then grew back. He had radiation. Grew back. He had chemotherapy. He stopped that halfway through because it was making him sick and everything. And then now that's where it stands right now. They can't operate on him.
We see it because they can't operate. They're just considering it.
What's it?
Because it keeps coming back.
Okay, listen, David.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. And this goes out to everyone with brain cancer. So feel free to smoke weed. I'm not going to tell people with brain cancer what to do.
No. That's the thing. I don't think it's... Because they've talked to us before. They told us, like, they'd rather have us come... They told me and my sister they'd rather have us come home stoned than drunk.
Yeah, but again, if you're really concerned about this, leave
I'd
them
rather
alone.
my kid be bi than gay.
Go to Alateen. Okay, David, seriously. Go to Alateen. What they're doing is not wrong, but it's not healthy, and it's going to affect their relationship with you. It's going to affect you in ways that they don't understand. But if you go to Alateen, it'll give you a chance.
Now, the good news is he won't smoke weed. I don't think so.
Yeah, he'll do cocaine instead. You see what I'm saying?
All right. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's bad.
If he has the chain.
All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. I'm going to get the truth out of Drew during the break.
About what?
As to where he's ever wanted to go with his wife. And we'll be back after this.
Yeah, you forgot, huh?
No, I just said to Drew, hey, where's Ann been all week? And he went, who? It was a great piece of real comedy. Unintentional, because it came from Dr. Drew. I was asking where producer Ann has been all week. I don't know. We don't communicate that much. She'll tell me that she told me that she wasn't going to be in all week, although she never told me that. But it doesn't matter. The show runs itself. I'm thinking of not showing up. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew over there, Adam Carolla over here. And let's hop back on the phones and speak to Stacy, who's 21. Stacy?
Hey.
What's up?
I was calling because sex has been painful for me with my boyfriend.
Always?
Well, we've only had sex twice, and it's been about probably 2 years before that since, and that was a bad experience.
That was with somebody else?
Yeah.
And it was a rape?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
And had you been raped ever before that?
No.
Any unpleasant sexual experiences prior to that?
No.
What happened with the rape?
It was a camping trip with lots of alcohol involved.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember how I said the camping should be changed to raping?
Humping. Was that what you call it?
No, I think it was raping. Thanks, Drew. Yeah, raping. Where we'll have a raping stove. That'll be a little stove that runs off of propane. Be raping grounds, the name of it. Rape counselor. Wait a minute, camp counselor. Yeah, that would still work. Yeah.
So I didn't know if it was like maybe related
Cabins
to
would be
that.
known as rape booths, rape sheds. Well, you went camping with a bunch of guys?
Guys and girls, but this particular guy he had his own tent. They were all friends, and I was kind of like, I was friends with the other females that were there.
But not with the guys?
Yeah.
And so what happened?
Well, I was very intoxicated, and he was warned both by his friends and my friends that I I didn't want to do anything, obviously, and that he shouldn't. And then before I had gotten overly drunk, I told him that under normal circumstances I wouldn't, do anything like that. And so I just wanted that to be clear because he had been hitting on me all night. And
right. You didn't have any interest in him.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
And so I told him, I just want to be clear that I don't want anything to happen. And what ended up is that he said, well, let me just take you back. And by this time I was too drunk to think clearly. And
do you drink excessively regularly?
Not terribly.
So did you ever bring any charges against him?
No.
Must have been a nice, comfortable experience making the huevos rancheros over the fire with the big iron skillet about 8:45 the next morning with the sun shining.
It's not the most comfortable thing, no.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, well, that's what you get for going on a raping trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now you're having pain with intercourse at the time you initiate the penetration, or with
Did your parents ever take you raping when you were a kid, Drew?
Not raping, no.
What's that, Stacey?
Well, it's when it gets deep. I feel really bad for him because it's like once it gets more, I guess, faster or whatever. I don't tell him, but he can tell that it's painful.
Yeah.
And,
What if you get on top and set the tempo?
that's good. It's just we've been frustrated both times because it hasn't really produced anything. I mean, we can't do a whole lot because once it gets a little more excited, I guess, it just gets way uncomfortable and I have to stop.
And have you seen a doctor since you had that rape?
No.
Have you ever had a pelvic exam?
Once.
How long ago?
I was 18.
All right, so it's time to do that again, right?
Yeah.
There's no telling what the pain could be due to. You could have infection in there from that rape. You could have endometriosis in the tube, ovarian cysts. There's lots of things that can cause pain with deep penetration, but it needs to be checked out.
Never going to let my kids go camping.
Oh, yeah, I've decided that.
No way.
Yeah.
I've said this many times. I stand by who you take camping.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the unwritten done.
I wonder if that's...
And guys know it.
I was going to say...
Guys are constantly trying to get girls to go camping with them.
Something to do with a change in the female. Because men, wherever they have the opportunity, you know what I mean? Why should it...
Yeah. You spread a sheet out on your carpet of your apartment, the guy's going to try the same thing.
Right.
Put a mop handle in it, make a tent out of your sheet. They got to try it.
Something must happen differently to women.
What happens to women is, A, they get loaded. Here's what goes on when you go camping, or as I like to call it, raping. And I wish the rest of the country would pick up on this and call it raping. You know, like a sporting goods store could be your raping headquarters.
KOA rape grounds?
Rape, right. You could go to a Jewish rape or Catholic rape. The word camp and rape, it just have to be swapped. It'd really be a lot better. It gets dark at 7 at night. Now, what time do you normally go to bed? You know, when you're 18, during the summer.
Oh, boy.
2?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's dark at 7. You got no goddamn TV set. So what are you doing? You start drinking. And there's a feeling of you're not around. You're out somewhere. And there's a little bit of a sort of dawn of man, commune with nature kind of thing.
Yeah.
You get a little visceral. You're wiping your ass. You're wiping your ass with a leaf. You know what I'm saying? You're taking a leak in a stream. You're eating something you caught that day. There's a little bit of a sort of Cro-Magnon man kind of feel, and the women get into that too. And so there's a little that drag you by the hair back to the cave sort of feel. And then you got, but meanwhile you pounded a case of Lucky Lager, and that's it. You're horny out there. Harry?
Oh, yeah.
What woman has ever gone camping with a guy and not had sex? Never happened.
No, never.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, listen, wait.
That was not a fart.
That was.
That was a fart. Harry, that wasn't no fart.
So?
That was you going...
Or something.
All right, hold on. We got to go to break.
Imposter. How dare he? Now he's gone.
Let me tell you something. When guys fake their farts, they ruin it for all the honest, hardworking guys who fart in their phones. Guys like myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was funny when Kennedy was talking about how I farted into her phone machine when I called her. I don't even remember doing that.
Hey, it's Adam.
Sure, you can't even make a fart sound. Go ahead. Come on, give me a good one. Oh, he's rolling his sleeves. Okay.
No, you're right.
No. All right, we'll be back. Yay! Shandala, Shandala, Shandala! I'm Adam Carolla. Is Don Drew over there? It's Loveline. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. You know, I used to say Shandala, Shandala, Shandala.
No. Who?
Frank, the born-again Christian I work with at Always Better Closets out there in Burbank.
See the guy that used to speak in tongues? Too?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was him speaking in tongues. Yeah, it was great.
Is that him?
It was me and Frank and Pogie and Big John.
Everlast.
And Philip. No, Everlast was the guy I cleaned carpets with who murdered a guy in a gay bar. Probably just getting paroled about now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was a great phone message. I went over to my boss's carpet cleaning boss headquarters and listened to Everlast calling from prison. Not Everlast the rapper. Everlast the black guy I used to clean carpets with, who drove about 95 out to Edwards Air Force Base one day with me in the passenger seat, and smoking a joint. I realized he didn't have a license. He was from New York, and then about a week later walked into some bar on Ventura Boulevard and shot some guy. And basically, it was a phone message on my boss's machine, and it said, "Hey, it's Everlast. I'm in prison, and I need like $100,000 bail. Could you front it for me?" And I thought to myself, this cheap son of a bitch. Art Fuss, our boss. I'll use your whole name, Art. You can kiss my hairy ass. This son of a bitch didn't even pay driving time.
Where is that guy now, I wonder?
I hope he's rotting in hell.
Yeah, seriously, don't you wonder what happened?
No, he's still doing... Everlast or Art?
Art.
He's still running a carpet cleaning business. He ripped us all off. Thank God Ray and Chris took him out the night we quit, got him loaded, and beat the crap out of him with a shoe.
What?
It was great. And then threw his keys up on the roof of some apartment building.
You've never told this story. What happened?
They took our boss, carpet cleaning. He was a nice enough guy, but he was cheap, and he ripped us all off. And we're all idiots, and we all got into carpet cleaning out of high school. And he wouldn't pay us driving time, for instance. We'd show up at this guy's apartment at 9 at night and load the van up and then drive over the hill in the van or drive out to Pasadena or drive somewhere like an hour away. And then we'd get to the job at 10:30, and then we'd be on the clock. So you'd leave your house at 8:30, and you're on the clock at 10:30, and then you'd finish up the job at 2 in the morning, and then you're off the clock again while you drove back to his house and unloaded the van. So you're out for 6-7 hours. You get paid for 3.5 hours, and you're getting $6.50 an hour, and you're coming home at 5:30 in the morning, and he's taking taxes out, and you parked the van in the wrong spot on the street, and you got a parking ticket, so that night you broke even. Son of a bitch. Kiss my ass. I'm a millionaire now.
So what happened to...
Take that polycon and ram it up your ass, Art.
What happened with Chris and Ray?
Soil bust. What?
Chris and Ray?
They took him out drinking the night after they quit, and I got him really loaded and beat him with his loafer. That light beating. And then they took his car keys and threw it up on the balcony of
Did they set out to do this, or this just how it happened?
I think they're playing it by ear. Good. Nate?
Hello.
You're 19.
What's going on?
Nothing.
I think my girlfriend might be sleeping with my ex-best friend. I've been with her for about 2.5 years. Straight out of high school, kind of whatever, got with her in high school. We had a kid together. So I proposed to her after that, asked her to marry me. Trying to do the right thing. Things were going really good. I had a friend. I've been friends with him since 6th grade.
Was it a rocket sled that just went through your living room?
I'm actually out on my porch on my cell phone.
I see.
He's like on the bayou somewhere. Listen to those crickets.
No, yeah, there's a lot of them out. But anyway, so I had a friend from like 6th grade. He just got out of jail. Gave me a call. Brought him back into our life. Kind of made him feel better about himself. Had him come over to our house for dinner. Took him out with us. Whatever.
Are you married to this woman?
No. I was engaged to her. We had a kid together and all that. We were going to get married, but just hadn't happened yet. So the guy kind of just kept hanging around more and more and more before I knew it.
Wait a minute.
Now, here's the deal.
Okay.
You ask someone to marry you, right?
Mhm.
And then you're engaged to them, right?
Right.
And then you get married.
And then either you get married or the engagement gets broken off or the marriage gets postponed. But you're wording this in a strange way. Did you guys break up?
Well, we're broken up now.
No. You never got around to getting married?
Well, what happened is we had the kid. We had our son, and we were going to get married like a month or two after he was born. But there was some, he had some problems with birth. He had to get a surgery on his stomach when he was like 2 months old. Cost us a lot of money, so we really didn't have the money to get married. That's why that never really happened, and we never really wanted to go to Vegas or anything like that to do just a overnight wedding type of thing. We wanted to go all out and have a nice wedding, but
right. All right. So anyway, now you're not married. You're broken up. You guys aren't living together.
Right.
Your son is living with her, and this guy who got out of jail,
right,
you think is having sex with her.
Yeah.
But you guys are broken up, so what do you care?
Well, at the time, when this first started going on, I started noticing things were happening when we were together. Would be drinking at my apartment or our apartment or whatever, and he just always wanted to spend the night, and she was always willing for him to spend the night and everything.
Why'd you break up?
What's that?
Why'd you break up?
Because I asked her, to stop seeing him, basically, because it was we'd always fight when he was around. They always wanted to be together all the time, and I felt like I was kind of looking in on the whole thing. So I asked her, this is a problem for me. Let's not see him for a while and try to work on her own thing, and she couldn't accept that.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, maybe she's in love with the guy.
Or whatever with him.
Well, there's some more evidence.
Okay. Well, listen. Hold on, Nate.
You broke up.
I know. You found a tumbler of warm semen on the nightstand. Hey, listen, Nate. Here's the deal. We don't need any more evidence.
Yeah.
We believe you.
And you did the right thing. You broke up.
You broke up. It's nice that you got this felon. It's going to be stepdaddy to your kid now.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. What was he in jail for?
Meth.
Meth?
Meth. And he's actually looking at 1 to 5 years now because of some previous charges. He goes to court.
Fantastic.
Is she an addict? Is she doing drugs?
She's not. She's never done anything like that as far as I'm concerned. I mean, we used to smoke pot every once in a while. We'd drink, but nothing that heavy.
All right.
Were you a heavy user yourself?
Of pot?
Anything?
No. Well, pot, I smoked a lot of it back when I first met her, but I've never done meth or anything like that.
All right. So, Nate, here's the deal. You're broken up. She can do what she wants. Sad but true. You're going to have to move on with your life.
Right.
And your only connection is your child now, who you have to take great care of so he doesn't turn into a meth addict.
Okay. I'm
That's
having
it.
a really hard time with getting on with it,
I know.
It's in my face and all that. And
I know. It's listen, you're 19, this is what happens.
19.
And this is what happens, everyone, when you have a kid.
Yeah, you don't have
You can't
children.
get on with it. And I know it's a bitch, and you know what? You're like one good date away from being glad you got away from this crazy bitch.
Right.
I'm telling you, Nate, you can't get drunk and be stupid now. You're a dad.
Oh, I know.
You can't go over there. You can't vandalize her car. You can't do all those important things that guys do when you break up. She's.
got it.
I'm telling you, you'll be better off without her. You just got to stand strong. That's all.
There's a whole ton of literature coming in these days about the long-term impact of broken families. I mean, there are so many profound effects on children. And yeah.
Oh, the meth guy will get paroled again, and he'll come in, and they'll have a wonderful family.
Yeah, we got to do something about these kids.
Hey, and listen, guys, not that many of you give a rat's ass about your own kids, but those of you who do, who marry some crazy bitch, or don't get married, and then knock her up, and then she ends up dumping you or cheating on you, and now you're moved out of the house, and you know she's crazy and her daddy was an alcoholic. Think about the folks she's bringing home to be stepdaddy to your kid.
Just around your kids.
Just around. She's 18, 19. She's hanging out with a meth parolee dude.
Yeah, that's cool. What's the big deal, Adam?
That's great.
Come on, Pops. You're not cool.
I remember my mom brought around Zorback, the hippie.
Yeah.
Tried to poison me in the back of his bus.
Yeah. Does your mom ever bring that up? You ever talk to her about that?
What?
To ask forgiveness?
What? He didn't do anything. He just tried to give me carbon monoxide poisoning. That's all.
Yeah.
I fell asleep in the back of Zorback's bus. My mom swung with some hippies back in the day after my dad and her got divorced. Zorback was one of the buddies. And then there was Happy and Axel. No, wait a minute, Axis. And Sunshine.
Oh, my God.
And Pat. And they'd all sit around and just smoke weed, you know?
Oh.
And one time we were going to go camping. Or raping, sorry. With my mom, my sister, and Zorback. And there was a very popular thing to do in the early 70s, which was take
a school bus,
transportation that was made for other purposes,
Yeah.
and convert it into a sort of daily commuter.
Yeah.
Like, one guy's driving a mail truck.
Right.
One guy's driving a school bus. My mom drove a half-track.
Just witness
My
the-
dad drove a troop transport.
Like the Partridge Family cruised around in a school bus.
Right.
That wasn't uncommon.
Happy drove an amphibious landing device. You know, the one they...
Troop transport?
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan. You know, when
Yeah,
they hit the
yeah.
beach at Normandy?
Yeah.
He drove one of those.
Yeah, nice.
The point is I fell asleep in the back of Zorback's bus all the way out to, God knows, Mount Pinos or something, and the back window was open on his bus. And if you open the back window, try driving around with the hatchback open in your car. All the exhaust, it creates a vacuum. All the exhaust pours into the car. So I just fell asleep and basically got gassed. Thank God they stopped for munchies. They're probably both baked out of their mind.
Yeah, but then you passed out in the middle of a grocery store, and they just, they had you just kick your ass over.
I
Hey,
could-
get your crap together.
I
What's the matter with you?
couldn't get it together because I'd had the carbon monoxide poisoning, and they stopped at some gas station or something. I somehow woke up and wandered out of the bus and was wandering through a supermarket, and I couldn't get my feet under me. I went into the bathroom and fell asleep on the floor, and some guy got me up and told me to keep moving. And you know what was funny? It's like one of these stories where only weird stuff happens when you're stoned.
Yeah.
Like every time I get stoned, something weird happens to me that I realize wouldn't have happened if I wasn't stoned.
Right.
I'm gassed out of my mind on carbon monoxide. I'm like 12, 13 years old. I'm staggering around the supermarket. I'm totally disoriented. Things are like, shadowy and echoey. And some woman comes up to me and hands me like a packet of jerky and asks me if I can open it for her. And I'm trying to think, how many times have you been in a supermarket? How many times has someone came to you, handed you something and said, can you open it? And she handed me this like packet of jerky, some cellophane thing, and I was wrestling with this thing like I was wrestling an alligator. I was like biting on it, chewing. I kept dropping it. She kept like handing it to me. I was like drooling and dropping it and trying to rip it open again. And I just thought, did she have to ask me to open that when I was gassed up on the carbon monoxide? Yeah. I'm convinced I got brain damage from that, and that's why I didn't go to college.
Could be.
Mm-hmm. Eva?
Yeah?
Think of what kind of super genius I would be without that gassing.
Adam Carolla. Super genius.
Yeah, whatever.
Has a ring to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Think about this. Pot, boxing, football, constant brain trauma, and I'm still a genius. I would have been a super genius.
Nobody's listening.
Eva,
Yeah.
what's up?
I've been going out with my boyfriend for like 4 years, and we've been sexually active for like 3.
How old is he?
He's 21.
How old is he?
He's 21.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
So you were 14, he was 17?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
No. Yeah. No, we started having sex when I was 15 and he was
18.
18, yeah.
What would you
Nice.
think about one of your 18-year-old peers having sex with a 15-year-old now?
That's bad. Now I think about it and I think it's bad, but I've been with him for a while. And
Yeah, but that's the guy. That's your boyfriend.
I know.
That's who he is. He's that guy.
All right, but maybe he's just an idiot who couldn't get laid. Maybe
No,
he's not a
he
bad
isn't
guy.
like that, but
He's a good guy.
yeah, I love him a lot. But
How many 18-year-olds or with 15-year-olds are good guys? Do you know any?
Oh, they're out there.
there's some nice ones.
That date 15-year-olds?
I don't know about that. Now I think about it because I have a sister who's like around that age, and it's like, oh hell no, she's not going to be with any guy that's 18.
Yeah,
Think
every
about
girl
why.
thinks about that. But listen, this isn't 5 or 8 years, Drew. This is fine. Happens
But
all the time.
even the 3-year difference is extraordinary.
All right, let's get on with the question.
Yeah, well, anyways, just like we've been having protective sex for like the whole time, but just like last year, we didn't have anything, and he cummed in me.
Hold on, it's done cummed.
It's what?
It's not he cummed in me. It's he done cum in me.
He ejaculated in me.
No, I'm sorry. It's he done cum in me.
He done cummed in me.
Right.
I've
right.
never heard of that before. But
Well, you weren't an English major like me.
Grammar.
well, I am right now in college.
Oh, really?
English major.
Yeah.
Mental note. Name of college?
San Diego State.
Kill self if kids end up at San Diego State.
Hey,
Never
how many speeches have I given on this show about San Diego State? That is a 4-year junior college over there. Listen, you go to Tijuana, you go 50 miles to the south to Tijuana, the SAT scores are higher. That's you know what their mascot is over there? Bong. There's a giant bong. There's Barney the Bong. He runs up and down the sideline. It's one of those. Here's how they made it. They take one of those big, they're called sonnet tubes, or those big round cardboard forming tubes they used to pour cement into and make piers. They painted it black. They painted a water line on it.
Wait a minute, what is black? They put little purple streaks.
Purple streaks on it. Guy wears black tights and runs around it.
Has a big purple cape.
Yeah. I hear he sees through the carburetor. Listen, I'm sorry for anyone who goes to San Diego State, but that is not a college. It is not a college. It's a place you go to forget. You know what I mean? It's really like the Foreign Legion for stoned teenagers. There's nothing going on in any kind of academic way. You just go to TJ on weekends, get loaded, pick up hookers, and then stumble back to campus. There's nothing going on over there.
English major.
Yeah, he done cummed in me. Okay. Eva?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, he ejaculated me.
So was it Elizabethan and Jacobean theater that you're specialized in?
How did you? Seriously, what'd you get on the SATs to get in there?
Oh, don't even ask.
What?
That.
Seriously, like a 760?
No.
770
total.
No, honestly, I got an 820. That was
820 total.
820.
And, and what kind of, just for kicks, what kind of English are you studying?
Oh, well, my major is English, but I want to change to journalism.
I see.
Oh.
Yeah.
And at what point do they start holding your SAT score against you? Do you know what I mean?
Well, that was a bad SAT score. They didn't accept me for my SAT scores. They accepted me for my classes that I took and my GPA and everything.
Wow.
But I mean, my SAT scores were like nothing to them.
What
well,
hold on? Does San Diego State have a prep school that they work with?
Actually,
that's an Ensenada. Yeah.
All I needed was my GPA to get there.
And again, what's the English you're studying? What kind of English were you interested in?
Well, I want to be a journalist.
Well, what field of English were you studying this year?
Right now?
Yeah.
I'm actually in remedial English.
Okay. All right, I feel better about that.
So mean to me.
I know, but you're majoring in English, aren't you?
Yeah, but I mean,
can you be in a remedial form of the class you major in?
I know, but I'm trying to work up to get a better.
Most schools don't have remedial.
Oh, they don't. Oh, is it remedial because it's English at San Diego State, or do they actually call it remedial? Or is it just remedial because it takes place on that campus?
It's remedial because they make us take a test first before we get there, and if we get a certain score and we don't get, that means that we're not college level, so they prepare us for college level.
Okay.
Right. This is the class is conducted.
Yeah.
Are you like
this?
Are you full-blooded American Indian, or what are you? What's your nationality? You're some kind of national?
Hispanic.
Oh, okay. All right. So you got in on some kind of that kind of thing?
No.
No.
I had a good GPA. I took classes. I took the required classes.
All right. You'll go far. Now listen. So your boyfriend is coming in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. He ejaculated in me, and we were scared. But he smokes a lot of pot.
Right.
He smokes a lot, like every day.
Right.
And well, he did that one time, and
he's the dean of students over there.
No, he doesn't come to school here in San Diego.
Amazing. And what's he do?
Well, he goes to school, but he goes to school down in Santa Monica.
At the junior college?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they make fun of San Diego State at the junior college. You know that?
She's a geography major too. Down in Santa Monica.
All right, man. Listen, Drew, stop making fun of Eva. Listen, you little tamale.
Okay, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So we were scared, but I never got pregnant. Well, we've done it more times, and I haven't gotten pregnant either.
Were you just trying to get pregnant, or what's the deal?
No, I haven't. I don't want to get pregnant.
Well, why would you put yourself in the position where you would get pregnant?
Because I'm stupid.
Okay.
But
we've established that.
All right, now it's no fun when you play along.
But I'm honest.
That's true. I'll give you that.
Okay, but what I'm like wondering, how come I haven't? I mean, I don't want to. I'm happy that I haven't.
You're lucky. You will.
Right.
Yeah, like, but he smokes a lot of pot. Does that have anything to do with it?
It could. It could impair his fertility a little bit, but not enough to make him infertile.
He's going to get you pregnant. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Do not let him get you pregnant.
You keep saying he cummed in me, guaranteed pregnancy.
Yes. Yes. All right?
Okay.
Yeah, you will get pregnant. You've got to use some kind of birth control. Please, why not? You're 18. Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Get the proper exams. Get on the pill. Let's get going.
And listen, imagine if you two had kids with college. You'd have to go to college in prison.
Why?
Because you're going to San Diego State. He's going to junior college. Together, there's no lower form of education. You guys will get breed. Your kid's going to come out with a dunce cap on.
Oh, that's so mean.
The doctor's going to tell him to sit in the corner.
You know what? Ava sounds very nice.
All right,
Apologize to her for
all
playing
right,
along.
you're dynamite, baby. And you're hot. That's all you got to worry about.
She's working at it.
That's right.
You know,
you're beautiful. Listen, I didn't even go to college, so I can't talk.
I know.
All right, bro. All right.
He says cummed all the time.
I says done
Most Hispanics were pregnant in high school.
That's true.
I
Right.
mean, at least I made it to college.
Fantastic.
See? You're
Yes.
culturally insensitive.
And please don't stereotype.
I'm not.
Okay. You're not nervous going to school so close to the border?
Actually, I haven't even gone there yet.
I know, but aren't you scared like some border guards going to throw a big butterfly net over you and drag you back?
You know what? The other day we were going towards down to Santa Monica and in San Clemente, I think
Right.
it is.
Right.
They stopped us and they were asking me all kinds of questions. And
Yeah.
I'm all, what? Do I look like a big old?
Do you see that?
Yeah. You fit some profile.
All right, Eva.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Clearly, when she started speaking, they figured English is not her first language.
All right, Drew. Don't be mean. But really, San Diego State is not a school. It really isn't. The football program's picking up, though.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All the California state schools.
That's right.
Fresno.
Yeah,
Almost,
they gave
UCLA
UCLA a run.
yeah.
We're going to take a little break, and we'll be back after this. Drew, please, buddy.
That's nice.
Yeah. Hey! All right. Forget it. Greg?
Yes.
Yeah. You're 23. What's up?
Yes, I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, this is the question. I had a friend of mine, actually I have a friend of mine that referred me to a website to buy a product for a cleansing my girlfriend after we have sex.
Cleansing?
Yes, cleansing her.
You got like a bottle brush?
I've never seen the product before up until I was told about it. It's at www.com. And it's sort of like a squirt bottle. It's a pouch with a
it's called a Boda bag.
spout on it.
It's called an enema bag. It's a douche bag.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Was it the douche bag or the douche nozzle?
I don't know. It's called Portafresh. It's not
It was douche bag with nozzle.
It's called Portafresh?
Right.
It's a douche, so what's the question?
Right.
So the question to Dr. Drew is that
You know what I call a milk carton? Lactatote. Portafresh, all right. Or douche bag.
Pouch with a plastic spout on it.
Right.
And I was wondering, is this something that we should be using?
For what?
Well, after we have sex,
To do what?
to cleanse her out.
Why does she need cleansing? Humans have gotten along fine for many thousands of years without cleansing.
Well, I'm like infertile, and so
why?
we don't have protected sex.
Why are you infertile?
Well, I had some condition called acromegaly.
Oh, no kidding.
What was that?
It's a growth hormone,
Right,
pituitary tumor.
Elevated growth hormone.
And it's what Andre the Giant had, but he didn't. It happened before he grew up, so he got gigantism.
So what do you got, Greg?
He has acromegaly, which means you get thickened brow and thickened hand.
Right, but it's been cured.
Oh, really?
Yes, it has.
It's pretty easy to cure these days, but how did that render you infertile?
Well, I'm assuming that's what caused it, because
Did they take your pituitary out?
my endocrinologist tested my sperm levels, after the surgery, and I didn't, they weren't there.
All right. So
wait.
All right.
So you had a pituitary surgery?
Yes.
You had what, a transphenoidal?
Transphenoidal, correct.
Yeah.
You a real doctor or just a love doctor?
And
hey, listen, Greg,
Yes.
Here's the deal. You want to cleanse your dirty semen out of her pristine vagina after you're done having sex?
Right. Is that healthy?
No.
Is that something-
No.
Leave it in there. It's fine.
Too much douching is not good. A lot of douching.
Look, I treat the vagina like a hamper. Just leave it in there.
Hey, but Greg,
let the maid get it.
You may that may have been right after the surgery. Your testing may have turned back on. If they haven't turned on, you got to talk to the doctor about maybe taking some testosterone, and that would restore the sperm production. That's not right, just to have no sperm.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
You're 29.
And he could get his girlfriend pregnant. He could.
Dave.
Yeah.
What's up there, buddy?
Hey, you guys are great. Adam, you're hilarious.
Thank you.
Drew, I have a lot of respect for you. So I hope you can restore, some worth to the last 2 hours of my life that I've spent trying to get on here.
All right.
So I've got 3 kids, married 11 years. The youngest one is 4. Will be 5 in December. She had a tubal ligation at the end of that.
Well, I got a big fart coming up.
Isn't that night, Dave? Waited 2 hours for this.
What
was that?
That was gas.
Now, here's the deal.
Hold on a second. Let's see if I can get some of this. No punch. No punch.
Ain't working.
That's what the sound of train makes when it pulls up to the station. Shh. All right, tubal ligation.
After the 5-year-old.
Okay, and so we've been, going like rabbits ever since. Caution to the wind. Now it looks very seriously like she's pregnant.
What procedure did she have done? Do you know?
As far as I guess you're saying, there's different types of tubals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he described it like this: I cut an inch out and I tied it. I looped it back and tied it really good.
Tubal ligation is when the egg gets fertilized inside the tube?
No, it's when they, cut out a section of the fallopian tube leading from the ovaries down to the uterus.
You think of a tubal pregnancy. This tubal ligation. Renders her infertile.
So you do it intentionally.
Yeah.
As a
It's
means
an
of
operation.
It's
usually
no alternative to the vasectomy.
Usually they cut, tie, and burn.
Do you have to have a tubal when you have that ectopic pregnancy? How do they fix that?
They can repair the tube. They can take it out if they get it early enough. It just swells in the
I
tube.
don't know why I'm connecting the two.
Yeah, that's a.
What would they do to fix that?
Self-injectomy.
Ah, fantastic.
Self-injectomy.
All right. Anyway, Dave.
Well, here, let me add just one little thing. She's, we've been through this 3 times. I know that the breast changed, and she's getting hard right in the lower abdomen. Her belly's starting to really firm up. It's only been a couple weeks. She's late, but she has been taking these over-the-counter, like hormonal, totally natural. It's all saw palmetto, whatever. Is there any chance that this herbal thing that she's taking is causing this imbalance in her hormonal thing?
Sure, of course. There's some very potent plant estrogens you can get your hands on out there, and probably some progesterone agents. But obviously, she needs a pregnancy test. The pregnancy test would not be affected by those hormones, those herbal supplements. But the point you're sort of grappling with is whether or not somebody can get pregnant after tubal ligation, which they can.
Right, but it's
the tubes reopen again. Your body wants to be in its native state. It fights like hell.
All right, but what are the chances? What's the difference between a vasectomy and a tubal ligation in terms of the chance of you getting someone pregnant or your system getting up and running again? Do you have any idea?
I believe it's about the same, and it's both very rare, but it happens.
Wayne?
Yes.
You're 19. What's up?
Okay. About a year ago, I went down to U of A in Tucson.
Yep.
We've been there.
And I didn't do too good.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't flunk out or anything, but my parents wanted me to come home and
Right.
live at home again, back up in Phoenix.
You should try San Diego State.
It would have been triumph.
Valedictorian over there.
I had a 1490. I'm pretty good on my SAT.
All right, man.
Well, what happened down in
So I moved back home, and I'm going to DeVry right now.
Right.
And
what do you learn to divide? Work on computers?
yeah, I want to be a computer programmer.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to learn to work in a doctor's world when I was your age.
And
remember those commercials?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Was that or the Jack Tiana School of Bartending? Go ahead, Wayne.
so they've been being really tough on me.
Your parents have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How much potty smoking?
not a lot.
How much every day?
Oh, none every day.
How many bales a week?
Oh, there's no comparison there.
Okay. Are you smoking a little bit?
Yeah.
You're smoking a lot.
Sounds like you're smoking a little more.
Oh, yeah. Did you slow down recently or something?
No, not really. I mean, I just once in a while down at U of A, but haven't since I've been home.
How long have you been home for?
A good 4 weeks.
You haven't smoked pot once since being home?
No.
Really?
Really?
Quaaludes?
Well, but you start to get, if you were smoking regularly down there and stopped suddenly, you can get really depressed.
Well, I'm not depressed or anything. It's just that they don't want me to, like, do anything at all. They won't let me go out at night or anything.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to convince them to, like, go to a psychiatrist.
For them to go to a psychiatrist?
For everybody to go.
Yeah, just so we could, like, you know, figure
Wow.
something out.
All right. Well, listen, here's the question.
Good plan.
All right, but here's the deal. Wayne?
Yeah.
Let me explain something. I got in a big argument with my mom about 3 or 4 days ago, okay? And
About what?
Oh, because once a year, my mom wants me to do some
This is the siding
construction
thing.
job
Yeah.
over at her house, and I tell her to do something about it, and I'll pay for it, and blah, 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 and she never does anything about it, so I finally got tired of her asking me about it, so I just told her, shut up, and she got all pissed off. But here's the deal, Wayne. I realized something very important. Your parents don't change much. They really don't. Drew, your dad's still cheap, right?
Yeah.
Your mom still get drunk, talk your ear off? Okay. They don't change. And so here's what you got to do. Avoid them. You understand? Get out of the house.
Yeah, move out.
Move out. You're 19. You get a job. You get an apartment with a couple of buddies. You move out.
But here's a kid that's got tons of potential. He gets 1430s and SATs.
He does.
Something's wrong. Something's messed up. And the parents are trying to do their parenting job. Now he's at DeVry. Something has gone derailed. Something has gone off target here.
Yeah.
And I suspect he's smoking a lot of pot. Or doing something, or done some drugs that have affected.
Sounded like he's smoking some weed.
Yeah,
but
I mean, ecstasy. We're gonna see a crap load of kids that are derailed from ecstasy.
Well, listen.
Let's just ask him.
Just
we did a lot of extra.
Yeah. Well, now who's high? You can't even find that phone.
Hey, Wayne.
Yeah.
Did you do a lot of ecstasy when you were down there?
Not a lot.
What's not a lot?
Like I've done it once or twice.
LSD?
No.
Never.
No drugs. Just a little weed.
Yep.
All right.
Are you being completely honest with us?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Move out of the house.
Yeah.
That's it. Everyone who's over 17 and doesn't like their parents, move out. And those of you who say you can't afford it, you can afford it. You do what I did. Get a nice one-bedroom in North Hollywood with 3 buddies. Everyone pays, I think we all paid, I think it was like $1.85. Seriously. We had a one-bedroom. It was like $375. Had 3 people living in it. Rent was $125 a month or something. But I got the futon with the wheeze.
Oh.
Yeah, score. He was little.
You slept with him on the same futon?
We slept together on the same
It's like
futon
Abraham Lincoln and
for 2 years.
When the history
We had
is
an apartment with 3 walls.
When the history is written, they're going to say, you see, he was gay, slept in the same bed with a man. Like they say about Abraham Lincoln.
I had to ride on a shovel. We didn't have paper. Christine?
Yeah.
Flathead. You're 16. What's up?
That was your desk.
That's my desk, yes. I had a shovel for a desk. That's right.
About, I don't know, 6 months ago or something, my boyfriend, well, he's not my boyfriend anymore, but he ate me out and went down on me or whatever you guys
San Diego
call
State.
it. And he said that it tasted really bad, and I don't know, I don't think that's normal.
Yeah.
Tasty.
Right.
It's not normal for him to say something like that, or not normal for you actually to have an abnormal taste?
Yeah, for me to have an abnormal taste. I mean,
Well,
I thought,
abnormal taste is usually associated with abnormal smell, and abnormal smell is associated with an infection. So you might want to see your doctor to see if there is some kind of vaginal infection there.
And listen, it's day to day with the vagina. You never know. You're spinning a roulette wheel. I mean, seriously, I would liken, let's liken the vagina to the underside of my nads, okay?
No, but the vagina is far more sensitive.
Oh,
You never know what you're going to find. I agree with that.
Here's my point. You catch me coming out of the shower, you're in decent to mediocre shape. You catch me coming home from swinging a hammer for 8 hours and yelling at Latino guys, and you're going to be in for a world of hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Same nuts, different day. Right, Drew?
Right, Adam.
Like, remember when we were in the Cincinnati airport and you were eating me out? I'd been drinking. I ordered the veal on the plane, and it just wasn't a good day.
It was a cheesesteak.
It was a cheesesteak. All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. When we come back, we'll be to Christine, 16. Wait a minute, we just talked to her. That's a Kiss song. All right, we'll talk to Tara. Surprise caller after this, maybe. We're just having a little conversation off the air. Nothing to do with you guys at home. Oh, no, forget about that. Forget about that. Let's hop back on the phones and speak to Tara, who's 18. 5. Tara.
Yeah?
What's up?
Well, I don't know how to start. Basically, I broke up with one of my boyfriends a little while back.
One of your boyfriends?
I've had quite a few. Like, I started dating really young.
How old?
7th grade. To me,
12.
That's young.
Yeah, that's hell was the guy.
I was just, same age.
12?
I basically, been dating a lot, but I never really I started having sex when I turned 18.
That's when you start having sex?
Yeah.
And you're 18 now?
I'm 18 now.
Okay.
And, but after we broke up, I cheated on him with someone that worked with me.
How long had you been with the guy, the first guy?
We hadn't been together very long.
Wait a minute. After you broke up, you cheated on him?
No, well,
Just before?
But just before I broke up with him.
Yeah.
But, since then, I've been having sex with a lot of different guys.
How many?
I'd say at least 6.
Okay.
You mean at the same time?
No, not at the same time.
Well, I mean, not at the same time, not on the same night, but...
Successive, I've had sex with 3 different guys in the past 3 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Am I one of them?
No, no.
Christ.
Oh,
man, I was this close.
What's been happening with you? What do you think?
I graduated high school. I just decided to take a semester off.
And just go slutting?
No.
Are you feeling depressed?
Not really. A little. I don't... depression runs in my family, so I'm really paranoid about it.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. It's just
Are you drinking or doing drugs?
Generally I don't.
Do you like any of these guys?
I'm attracted to them. I'm attracted to them initially, and I never plan on having sex with them.
Right.
It's not like I say, oh, I'm going to score.
But to answer my question again, were you drinking or doing drugs?
No.
Not at all. When you had these sexual encounters.
Mm-mm.
Interesting.
Are you not on medication?
No.
All right. Well, knock it off.
Is there anything else you might be sort of trying to cope with by?
My parents are getting a divorce.
Okay. Well, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. My parents got divorced, and I went on a
terror.
sex rampage. Yeah, and then 11 years later, I got laid. It was great.
No, it's just I feel basically like I'm turning into a slut. I haven't told anyone.
All right, well, listen.
Well,
okay, let me explain something. I was just thinking about this tonight. Strength breeds strength, and weakness breeds weakness.
It's momentum.
And momentum. And the more guys you sleep with, the more guys you're going to sleep with.
What's the worse you feel, the more ashamed you feel, the more you need to deal with that shame.
And it's just the less you have to lose. You know, and it's why when people go off the wagon, they go hard.
Yeah.
It's like, screw it. I did a line of Coke. I'm doing an 8-ball. I'm staying up all night. I mean, that's it. I mean, I'm done. And each line, you get a little bit deeper into it. And each guy, you get a little deeper into it. So here's what you do. Just stop. If you don't feel good about yourself, stop and start gaining some strength.
And also start dealing with what the real issue is. You're losing your family.
Yeah, well, losing. She's 18.
But she still feels this.
Will?
Yeah, what's happening?
You're 22. What's up?
Okay, hey, I think you guys are great.
Fantastic.
Let's see, basically I stopped smoking pot about 9 months ago. But I smoked before that. I smoked pot for 7 years straight.
Every day?
Pretty much every day, and it was really potent stuff, too.
Wow.
So my question is, well,
you sound remarkably intact.
Yeah.
What's that?
You sound remarkably intact.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm calling, because I don't feel remarkably intact.
Where are you going, San Diego State?
No, I'm going to local JC.
Yeah.
I'm actually, I'm surprised I'm doing well, but, I have massive headaches and fatigue, and I'm still really confused.
That's the depression that comes after. That's all pot. And especially when you started before the age of 15, there's actually evidence that you might even cause a little brain damage with that.
I did acid when I was 13.
The mood disturbances, you're going to have probably your mood problems your whole life. And actually, the first 6 months of being off pot is when this stuff is usually the most intense.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here's the way I look at your brain, Will.
Okay.
It ain't at full capacity.
Yeah, it isn't.
But your brain is bigger and stronger than most brains. So even your brain at full capacity. Remember that chick who called from San Diego State?
Yeah, and the one before that.
Yeah,
who,
when she's running on high octane and running 110%,
right.
Your brain could kick her ass at 45%.
Yeah, well, I feel like there's so much out there that I just can't reach in my brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I see it and I just can't articulate it.
Yeah. Okay.
And you would have been able to.
Taking that back.
Yeah.
The point is you're a smart guy, but you've fogged yourself over a little bit.
Pretty much.
I suggest you see a psychiatrist who's used to dealing with people with substance problems. It may be largely a issue of the chemicals that are responsible for mood, and by raising those chemicals, sometimes the concentration and memory and those things will improve.
Yeah. Lewis.
Hello?
You're 15.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, nothing much. Everything's cool. Well, not really. Yeah, I've been kind of masturbating lately, and, it's not a new thing for me, but I've been getting blue lately.
You've been getting blue?
Blue.
Where?
Like, my testicles. Like, they get blue.
No, they don't.
Like, they just get, I think it's because I sock them too much or something.
You sock them?
Yeah, I guess, like, I'm going to...
Masturbating?
Let's put it this way,
This
guys.
comes with the mason jar.
Oh, yeah, okay. Hey, Lewis.
Uh-huh.
I'll put you back on hold for another 20 minutes, all right?
All right.
All right. It's been on hold for 75 minutes. I don't approve of socking one's testicles, but I did ring mine like a bar rag the other day, trying to get every ounce of semen out of them.
Put them through one of those ringers? You hit your nuts?
Yeah, ring them. Yeah, I put them through one of those old style washing ringers that they used to, like in the cartoon when the guy would get sucked into it and he'd come out one-dimensional.
Yeah, come out flat.
Or two-dimensional. What is that, two-dimensional?
Two.
Yeah. What's one-dimensional? Is there anything? Could you make a one-dimensional drawing? You can't do it, can you?
Up or down. It can't be both.
Right, it can't be. It can just be...
Have I confused you or just myself? There's three-dimensional drawing, right?
Right.
And there's two-dimensional drawing.
It's height and width, and if you just have height, then it's one-dimensional. If you just have width, then it's one-dimensional.
So it's height and width. So
those are the two dimensions.
Could you make a drawing with just width?
Yeah, but it would be one-dimensional.
Yeah, you make a one-dimensional drawing?
But it would just be a line. It's not really
a line. You only have a line. Yeah.
Could you put an arrow on the end of it to illustrate width?
No, because that'd be high.
That'd be high? Oh, because that would move up? Okay, so... All right.
So Thursday.
I get it high and think about this. Eric?
Yes.
You're 36.
Yeah, it's one-dimensional. Line is one-dimensional.
Right. And you can't add anything to that line.
That's right.
What if the line's not perfectly straight or it curves a little bit?
Two-dimensional.
That's two-dimensional?
Then it's a non-Euclidean line.
So the only one-dimensional drawing is just a straight line.
That's correct.
But it can keep going as long as you want it.
Horizontal or vertical, but nothing in between.
Okay, what about diagonal?
All right.
Yeah, it could be that too.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Because that's kind of going two directions.
No,
that's kind of going horizontal and vertical.
Just think about axes on a graph.
What graph? Listen, I took high school math. I never even took algebra.
All right, let's go.
What's up, Eric?
This is a medical question.
Yeah.
And I have a son who is 13 months.
Yeah.
And he had he's not circumcised.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a redness around the foreskin.
Mm.
And it almost looks like there's almost a couple of lesions.
Hmm.
Or small, like, they look like cuts, like a razor cut almost.
Does it seem to hurt him?
Pardon?
Does it hurt him?
No, it doesn't bother him. And we just noticed it today. My wife noticed it, and she has herpes. And they told us when we gave birth, we went over this a lot. When we decided to have a kid, and we asked if we were supposed to have a cesarean, to prevent him from getting it. And she has a very mild case. It only comes up. It comes up very seldom.
Right.
But I was just concerned that it might be.
What did they tell you about cesarean?
they said no. The only risk was if she was having an outbreak.
Right.
At the time.
If you're not having an active outbreak, you can.
So she wasn't having an outbreak.
Why would herpes in him sort of end up on his genitalia?
Well, I was going to say, wouldn't he just have a pinstripe, one-dimensional?
Yeah, he gets in his eyes.
Down
Gets it all.
I'm asking you.
No. But I'm telling you, he sits in a wet diaper all day and he's uncircumcised. He rubs up against that. He breaks down.
Right.
You got to get some Desitin or something on there.
Yeah, but I understand you're predisposed to herpes.
Yeah, as you're thinking herpes all the time.
You're casting herpes upon your young son's Johnson. How dare you? How dare you? We'll take a break. Ki, baby. Aishidoshi. All right, that is it. We're done with another fabulous Loveline week. I want to thank Danielle for just being the sunshine of my life. Brings coffee. Does a great job on the phone. Just a ray of sunshine in here. I also want to thank Engineer Anderson, who's doing a wonderful job on the boards and seems almost a clairvoyant when he puts those fabulous drops in. So, and of course, Producer Ann, who I haven't seen all week, but she did an excellent job anyway. So until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
Well, I was wondering, what type, what's more,
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Wilkins Ingle. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.